Hey there, my name is Sebastian, and welcome to the ride-along of the Monday Motorbikes Gen7. I had the opportunity to borrow a Gen7 for the day for some sightseeing, so I decided to shoot a video with it. Note that this is not a review. If you would like a comprehensive review, I suggest checking out the Gen7 review made by my friend Alien Rides. It will be linked in the top right corner of this video. As some of you may know, I'm a rider with Basegate, and I ride electric skateboards with them. On today's test ride, we take an abbreviated version of the typical Basegate Saturday route. I decided to take my friend Maddie out for a sightseeing trip around San Francisco. For the entirety of this video, I am driving the bike while she is riding tandem in the back. Our day starts out at the Exploratorium. This is actually where all the Basegate rides start. From there, we hit the Embarcadero and blasted northbound, passing Pier 39, Ghirardelli Square, Fort Mason, and Marina Green. For this part of the ride, we are riding in the second speed mode, which limits the bike to 750 watts. This is in order to comply with the Class 2 e-bike laws. Funny enough, we were passed by a rider on a regular, old, non-electric bicycle. After visiting Marina Green, we headed towards Crissy Field, which lies about a mile southeast of the Golden Gate Bridge. There turned out to be a roadblock, so Maddie and I took the scenic route. We headed up through the Presidio and caught some ocean views past Baker Beach. Our first stop was the Garden House Cafe, an absolutely charming restaurant in a semi-residential part of North San Francisco. We locked up the bike and went in for lunch. Spoiler alert, it was really good. With full bellies and high spirits, we set out again. We made an impromptu stop at the Veterans Hospital, only a few blocks away, for its stellar views of the Pacific. Another stop was made near the Sutro Baths to take in some more views and to sneak in a bit of B-roll for the Gen7. At this point, we were around 10 miles into our journey with no signs of stopping. Kickstands up, right turn signal on, and we were back to riding. We passed Cliff House and were treated to a magnificent view of Ocean Beach. In order to keep up with the flow of traffic, we decided to kick it up a notch. I threw the bike into Mode 3, unlocking the full 5,500 watts of power from the motor. Maddie and I hung a left into Golden Gate Park, and I decided to take out my drone. I popped the bike back into Mode 2 for some slow cruising and so that my drone would be able to track us. After a nice relaxing ride through Golden Gate Park, I put the bike back into Mode 3 and began to head up Twin Peaks. Unbeknownst to me, my GoPros had run out of battery, so I didn't have any video of the ascent. Climbing was a breeze because of sport mode, and I didn't have to use the pedals at all. We made it to the top and were greeted with our final vista of the day, a view over the entire city of San Francisco. At the end of the day, the Gen7 is the ultimate e-bike for a day on the town. With up to 100 miles of range, room for two, a bright headlight, and a sick car horn. Who even needs a car? But while the video may have shown the Gen7 to be a flawless electric beast, there are some downsides. For one, the bike is gigantic. Unlike other e-bikes, the Gen7 is about the size of a true motorcycle. It also weighs around 170 pounds, so have fun with getting that up to your apartment. Our unit in particular had extremely touchy front brakes, which caused Maddie to be launched into me every time I hit the front brakes. The rear brakes, on the other hand, were rather weak, so we had to rely on the front brakes to stop safely. I returned to the city a couple days later and borrowed a demo unit from Last Mile SF, and the brakes worked just fine, so the braking problems were likely localized to one unit only. In retrospect, the problems could have been fixed by making some adjustments, but neither of us knew how to adjust brakes. Maddie told me that her spot on the back wasn't the most comfortable, and it's understandable. The Gen 7 seat gets narrower the farther back it goes. While I was sitting comfortable up front, she had a little less room in the back. Other than the brakes and the seat, we have no complaints. The Gen 7 delivers a smooth ride, smooth acceleration, and an overall positive user experience. Maddie and I enjoyed our time with the Monday Motorbikes Gen 7, and we would totally be down for a ride again. Special thanks to Charlie and the entire team at Monday Motorbikes for letting us borrow the Gen 7 for the day. Also, thank you to Jake and the Last Mile SF team for letting me borrow the Gen 7 a couple days later as well. Thank you to my best friend Maddie, who was down to go on this spontaneous trip to the city. And last but not least, thank you to all of you, my viewers. My name is Sebastian, and thanks for watching.